Mom, why won't you let me watch the
Dexters.
Alright.
That was just like an abrupt stop that we did.
About episode 28.
The Punchy Pokemon, otherwise known as Little Mac.
It's like a Rocky-based episode.
Like
Rocky,
Big Mac.
Rocky crossed with wrestling. Well, I can't get out of this accent.
So this is where I tap out.
That was good. Good job.
Thank you,
Good job.
Dennis, you don't tap anything.
This episode's off to a classic experience.
No goodness, now the P1 Grand Prix champion.
What does the piece? Oh, Pokemon.
Pokemon 1
I'm the
champion.
D1 champion.
Okay, well, should we do the
Donkey
games?
Kong? Oh,
Oh, well, firstly, how are we doing today?
I'm doing
again.
great.
Again? What do you mean? We don't.
Gang, we don't record multiple episodes at
if
once.
you watch the video version, you see that we're wearing like the same clothes as
What
the
do you
last
mean?
episode.
No, my hair's different.
Last time I was
That's
wearing
true.
navy blue pants. This time I'm
There was
wearing blue
popcorn in that bowl before,
And now it's gone.
Yeah, it's
Oh
a
my
beer
gosh.
here.
Why is there even a bar?
Brought to you by Cronenberg, 1664.
Actually, there are laws against that. We can't be sponsored by alcohol.
That's okay, we'll bleep it out.
Well, we're not sponsored.
Well, but we're not
Oh, yeah,
sponsored
that's
though,
true.
so it's
Okay.
fine.
Brought to you by
We're not
Cronenberg.
sponsored.
Today we're sponsored by
Wink.
cocaine.
Getting off
Cocaine.
my little deal of Dale.
Oh my god, Dale.
Hi,
So-
Dale.
I missed Dale from The Walking Dead.
Anyway, I'm doing well.
Spoilers.
I'm doing great.
Yeah, cool.
doing great.
My name's
Nice.
Logan. I am doing good.
Oh,
My
yeah.
name's Harry.
My name's Oliver.
It's
I got 100 friends.
it's my name, guys.
Dennis.
Well, my name's Dennis, and I stream on Twitch.
I go on the
don't know.
forums.
Yeah, I go on the forums.
My name's Oliver.
He went an
My
episode
nose
about the
is
forums.
big. You're Oliver. You have
yeah.
a perfectly normal, well-sized proportion
And,
nose.
and our
big.
new
You're like
feature.
looking at
That's
the
big.
video
Well,
footage.
I
and
feel
you-
like-
Fucking big.
See, I'm
In the
looking
new
at myself
setup,
now.
we can see our
I
side
feel like if I do like a
profiles.
side profile, I really get to see how big my nose
That's
is.
a
realize
nice nose. If
we're
your
like
nose was any
my-
smaller, I'd think you'd look freakish.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't fit my face.
Dennis, you have a smaller nose.
I know, but
Yeah,
it fits with
little
my
button nose.
I like to think it
I
fits.
realized how much I have like chipmunk cheeks. It's great.
It's like proportion, you know?
like Theodore from Alvin and
Oh, like
Chipmunks.
Greedent.
Elvin Simon.
Greetings.
Theodore. What a good movie.
What a great.
Right? The road chip.
We should do it. If you want
The road chip. Get out of
If
here.
you want an Alvin and Chipmunks trilogy special,
There's 4 actually.
hit us up. It's
Are
like
you
4.
Yeah, there's 4 movies.
Yeah, that was the road
Yeah,
chip.
we
Hey,
can-
are you guys Elvins? Yeah, Simons or Theodores?
Oh, Theodore's all the way.
I'm a chipette.
You're a chipette.
Which one?
Yeah.
What are they?
Wow.
I'm whichever one is roadkill.
There's like a
Wow.
there's like
Optimistic
think
as always,
I
Oliver.
like to think I'm Simon,
There's
but
like
maybe
this-
I'm more of a
I can see
Theodore.
Simon.
There's like this trend on
Yeah, I'm
TikTok
Theodore.
where they do like the
You're
bad
Alvin.
romance, and
no.
then like I'm like, there's like this thing on TikTok, and I don't really get the trend where they're like, oh, I think it's Theodore's doing the high note on the
Why is that a trend?
I don't no idea. They
It's
just-
what the youths are
What
doing
am I?
these
Am I
days.
an Alvin? What am I?
You're an Alvin.
I feel like I'm a Theodore.
Oliver's not an Elvin.
No, he's a Simon.
Yeah, probably.
I'm
so.
not.
Yeah, it's
nerd.
because you're tall and lanky. You're a Simon.
Alright.
Actually, I'm.
Because my
which
creepy
one's-
arm.
Which one's the one that goes like Alvin?
Dave.
That's
I'll
the
be
dude. It's a
Dave.
human.
I can be
He's the
Dave.
dude from My Name's Earl.
Oh, God.
He's Earl from My
When
Name's
I,
Earl.
I watched My Name Is Earl first before I saw the movie,
Yes.
and so I was like, "Where's his mustache?
Where's his list?
He looked so.
He's there.
weird.
Why is he not Southern?
He's the dude from Alvin and the Chipmunks.
My Name Is Earl was actually a really good show.
Something Lee, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
it's not Chuck Lee, is it?
Stacey.
no.
It's like Edward Lee or something.
Yeah.
Something like that. Mr. Lee, if
Gwen
you're out there,
Stefani.
Big
I
fans,
enjoy
big
your
fans.
work.
No
Yeah,
hollaback
yeah.
We
girl.
respect it.
Do you know
Respect
what's
that
actually
hustle.
sad? You know David Cross, who's in the Alvin and Chipmunk
Yes.
movies?
And he's in Arrested Development.
Yeah. He
Big beard.
he does not like the Alvin. He only did it.
Yeah, I heard.
Can you
about
blame him?
that.
They're not
He was-
good.
No, but he only did them because he wanted money at the time.
Wow.
Poor
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
Poor
So,
guy.
Oh,
like,
it's fair.
it was like
He
a big,
did good in the movies.
it's a
poor
big
guy.
He
like,
did good.
like he's not proud of the work that he did.
Oh,
Wow.
yikes.
Fun facts of fun facts.
But I mean, you
Jeez.
know, like I'm sure there are lots of people that do movies they don't like.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like you know, Deck the Halls with
Oh my gosh.
Tim Allen.
No, not Tim Allen. It's Oh my god.
Oh, I know what you mean.
It's got freaking Ferris Bueller.
Matthew
wow.
Broderick?
Yeah.
Yeah, Matthew Broderick and Danny DeVito. They're having a competition to see who can make their houses look better.
Yeah.
I think they both
That's right.
doing
Yeah.
that because
Oh, wow,
it's like a
wow.
kids' film.
What a
and, like,
throwback.
They just kind of wanted money.
With it.
Oh.
What an odd combination. I
Yeah.
gotta say.
Wow. Good start to the Dix.
I enjoyed
Nice
Yeah.
to meet you. That was Arnold
Oh,
Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
From Batman and Robin.
I haven't seen that. I really.
I used to
Oh,
want
we
love
should
that.
You
watch it
watch
because
that.
it's
I
awful.
think-
Yeah, I like it.
love it. I love it because
It's
it's
Tim-
awful.
yeah.
I
Tim
think
Burton,
Robin was like
no,
an
no.
awakening for me in
Chris
some
O'Donnell?
ways.
Oh.
Oh,
I think it was
yeah.
Chris O'Donnell.
When he was like
Director.
Nightwing,
Oh.
right?
No,
he's
it's Robin.
Yeah.
Nightwing.
George Clooney was interesting because his Batman costume had nipples.
Yeah.
George Clooney was Batman.
What?
Yeah, he was
Fierce
Batman.
I didn't know
Bueller. Sorry, Fierce Bueller. Captain Falcon. I don't know why those two characters are the same.
Captain Falcon.
Captain Falcon has nipples on his costume.
Does he?
He might just have strong nipples.
Oh, from Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that's a common misconception.
Mario
That's
has
actually a
nipples.
badge.
He's got two though.
Two badges.
What? Mario's
got
nipples
the
in Mario
Pokemon
Odyssey.
up to level
Do you
40
guys-
will obey him.
Do you guys remember that time like on like when it was like a meme where it was like showing Luigi's bulge versus Mario?
Yeah.
What?
No.
Like you
I
could
do.
see,
Oh, right,
Yeah.
the Kotaku article,
like you
right?
could
I
see
don't
the
remember
bulge
that.
in Luigi's
Yeah.
pants, so it's like, oh, Luigi has a bigger
Obviously,
penis.
they
than
would.
Whoa.
Of course
they would
Luigi
have the
does.
same. It would be the same though, because they're brothers.
That's not
No,
how it
they're not
works.
twins. Yeah,
That's
that's
how
not
it works. My brother's got a tiny dick.
Brothers aren't identical.
What? You and Canon?
Why would they have the same
They're
size?
not twin
identical
brothers.
They're not identical twins.
And they're not identical. And
Yeah, but
Mario
even
and
if-
Luigi aren't
There
twin
would be a
brothers.
similar proportion, right?
No.
I mean,
People are
probably,
siblings
yeah,
can
but it wouldn't be the
completely
exact.
different.
Depending on what like majority of genes you
Like
get.
me and my brother are completely different
Yeah,
builds.
same with me and my brother.
Like he's like,
He has a small dick. Don't worry, so do I. It's fine.
like just because you're siblings doesn't mean you're gonna have the same body parts. Like if I don't have the same height as my brother,
But
why
you-
would I have the same penis?
Well,
as
you
my
have the
Same
same
penis as your sister?
nose.
No, no, we don't.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
Sib and Oliver.
No, he
Yeah.
doesn't have a Jew nose like I do.
You can't.
No, I'm Jewish. It's fine.
You're not practicing though.
Sib has,
No, but
Sib
the
has
same.
like curlyish hair as well.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
like
that's-
it's Jewish next. Like
so
that's why.
what's
I said
the
that.
game,
Oh,
guys?
all
Yeah,
right.
that wasn't a fancy
What's
music.
the
Literally,
game?
We have Jewish
No
genetics.
offense.
That
Hey,
was-
we're doing one word of the story today.
Yeah, games.
Yeah.
And, we've
guys, I
given
don't want to get
ourselves-
cancelled.
We've given ourselves the
It's
prompt of we're a new explorer and we're about to enter the tall grass for the first
So
time.
we're building the story one word at a time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are there full stops?
Yeah, you can say full stop and then say a word.
That's two
Nice.
words.
No, wait.
No, you
yeah,
can say
you
full
say
stop
full
and then a
stop and
word.
then someone else would
Says the
start
word.
the
Oh,
next
yeah,
word.
okay,
Afterwards,
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Who
That's-
starts?
It
Was
A.
Beautiful.
sunny
day.
Full stop.
I
walked
Through.
The.
tall
grass.
4.
What'd you say? 4.
4.
10.
steps.
Then
I.
Saw.
The
wild.
Pokemon.
Full stop.
the
Wild.
Zigzagoon.
Freaking
Was.
Zigzagoon when I was a kid.
What are you thinking? Say what's on the top of your head.
Yeah, just go. Don't
Say
think
what's on
about
top
it.
of your head, Dennis. It's a good improv course. Come on, you're fine.
lonely.
Full stop.
Pikachu.
Use.
Friendship.
Then
Zigzagoon.
Zagged.
Into
my
Direction.
Full stop.
I
captured
The.
Zigzagoon.
and
named
Zigzagoon.
Ben.
Ben
and
Sorry, what did you say, Dennis?
Ben and
Jerry's.
Full stop.
what? Zigzagoon's name is Ben.
So let's just recap the story there, right? So as young trainers on a nice sunny day,
Yes.
we walked out to the tall grass and we
10 steps.
ran into the first wild Pokemon, which was
Zigzagoon.
Zigzagoon.
I always thought Zigzagoons were like really cute and like I
I
always.
think I really like
I
it.
like Zigzagoon.
I really like the
And
Are they in
Galarian
like the
version.
latest games?
Yeah,
Sword and
Galarian
Shield.
Zigzagoon.
There's that new version of Zigzagoon.
The black and white.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it looks way sicker.
Yeah.
So we found a Zigzagoon, a lonely Zigzagoon.
Yeah.
We decided for our Pikachu to not attack it, but to use friendship instead.
Plus, how did we have a Pikachu?
Yeah, where did that come
starter,
from?
right?
First time?
It's a starter.
It's a starter. It's fine. In Gen 3, it's a starter. Surely.
No,
We use
See,
friendship
I
on the
imagine
on
that
the
we were in
Zigzagoon.
like a Gen 5 world.
oh,
Yeah, actually, yeah, I thought we were in the Viridian Forest.
okay.
You can't find Zigzagoons in Viridian Forest. You found the right one.
Well, based on the migration patterns of Zigzagoon.
Ben Shapiro.
migration.
Yeah, Harry, you fake fan.
Where's the Thunderstone, bro? Where's the Thunderstone?
I'm the
Actually,
one
do you
usually
think-
attacking people without being
'Cause
attacked.
we don't see. Okay, that's the story. Do you not guys see?
No, it's talking
Ben,
about
Ben, and Jerry's.
We
Let's do
don't
another
see-
sentence. Let's do another one.
We
Wait, when I
don't
said
see.
I wanted you to say zagged into my heart is what I wanted you to end on.
We
But
don't
anyway.
see like the regions and
Yes.
like different weathers, right? Like we don't see like them
In
go
the
through the
games.
seasons.
Ah,
So do Pokemon have migration
Black and
patterns?
white.
Well, in black and white, you go through seasons each
there's
month.
seasons in that game.
Yeah.
But they don't bother doing that. They should start doing that. They have so many. That
I
they
really
could-
Yeah.
like it.
There are. It's only addressed in. So there's that game Black and White, and then Black and White 2. That's a sequel. And then so for the sequel, they have Pokemon in that region that weren't in it in the first game.
So they're like migrating.
And they said that,
Yeah.
and is that they had
Just 2 years
migrated
later.
there
So
after
So
2
that's
years.
interesting.
Okay.
Like if Pokemon have like migration patterns.
Yeah, you would imagine.
Because like I feel like Pokemon is like big enough now. I guess like you could have
like
it
an Animal Crossing.
yeah, like an
style.
Animal Crossing
That'd be
like,
awesome.
seasons,
Yeah.
like and like that would
Yeah.
also mean like we would go on like every time there was a new season to catch a
Different
Pokemon.
varieties.
especially for
Pokemon,
people trying to compete their decks.
But then people could just like time travel. It would just
You
encourage.
can stop that.
I don't know.
Should we?
Yeah.
Should we do another story
Sure.
relating to
Oh.
this episode?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, how about we do like one where it's like the last two Pokemon battling it out.
Ooh.
Sure.
Sure.
Yes.
So okay.
Ben and Jerry's the Zigzagoon faced against the champ.
No, it can be any
okay.
Pokemon.
Pokemon story number
So-
2.
You can start.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing your your like
Fan
fan
art.
drawings, your
Of
fan art of
Ben,
our story.
Ben and Jerry.
Of
Ben,
Ben.
Ben and Jerry.
Ben, and Jerry.
No.
I gotta go home.
Wait, is
catch
it
a
the
Zigzagoon.
Hoenn one or the Sword and
We'll let
Shield
the
one?
fans decide, huh?
Okay.
I was picturing Hoenn.
I was as well.
Yeah, I was
So
too.
Okay, so
I
make
was
it the
picturing
Hoenn one.
It's
Galarian.
Galarian.
Thank you very much.
It's up to the
Okay,
Dexters.
I'll
You can
start.
start, Dennis.
It
Was
Ready.
Full stop. It's a dramatic opening.
my
Mudkip.
Versus.
Ben.
Ben
And
Jerry.
Full stop.
Mudkip.
use
Mud.
Bomb.
Mud.
Ben.
Ben.
And
Jerry.
Dodge.
suddenly, oh, Oliver.
Yes.
Suddenly,
Team.
Of
team or teen?
Team.
Oh,
team of
moms.
Came.
2.
the
Match.
And
Cancelled.
it
Full stop.
the
Karens.
were
Very
upset.
And
decided
that
Pokemon
are
a
source
of
profit.
and
vaccination.
full stop.
The end.
I
was
was watching this
very much related to
movie
that.
the other day. I was watching This Is 40. It's like a Judd Apatow movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, these characters are okay. These characters are okay. And then like and then it's like you find out like the mum and just like the two parents are arguing, and you find out the mum doesn't believe in vaccination.
oh no.
And then I was just
Oh,
like,
God.
and then all of a sudden I was like, I found it hard to like, I was like, oh, she's
Like
an
her
idiot.
anymore?
Like I just like found it hard to like
Oh, jeez.
even like find, even though she like, kind of redeems herself near the like they kind of like both have their problems. I was like, that's just
Yeah. Are we all vaccinated in
Yes.
this room?
Yes.
bad. I've
100%.
always
That's
like
everything.
Although have you the coronavirus vaccinations that are coming out?
Uh-huh.
I'm still kind of like, oh my gosh, like they haven't been tested. For.
Well, they wouldn't release it in New Zealand until it was tested.
That's
Yeah,
true.
we'll be fine.
They're
If
like,
the
"Come on."
government released like a bad vaccine, that would be awful.
I saw Andrew
What
Lloyd
happened?
Webber getting it, like the writer of Phantom of the Opera
And the Starlight Express.
Starlight Express. Yeah,
My favorite music.
And
Watch
Cats,
listen
the
to
movie.
the Starlight
God
Express.
willing, hopefully.
Excellent.
Oh, we should watch. Me and Dennis. Have you guys seen? Have you
No, I
seen
haven't
the
seen
Cats?
Cats.
No, I want to watch it.
Experience bad. We could have with so many specials.
Me and
Yeah.
Dennis
Yeah.
actually
Wow.
we enjoyed it. Dennis.
What we watch?
Fuck.
The Cats. Cats.
I
Yeah,
feel like
the
I would
movie.
enjoy it
That
as
was
well.
pretty good.
I
It was
actually feel
like-
I would get
Seriously,
sufficiently drunk.
Dexters. Don't just listen to what you see on Twitter. Okay?
yeah, you don't.
Because like I was in there
They're
the
the
first
haters.
Santa
Here
Claus
we
is
go.
real.
Logan's on Cats talk.
the first 2 numbers. I was uncomfortable. Like when they were licking milk, I actually felt uncomfortable. But then after that, it gets like nothing gets as bad as seeing those cats lick milk.
Right.
So it
Right.
actually it gets.
you got-
good.
once you got over that-
Idris Elba like taking off his coat and revealing.
I was fine with that. It was like
What does he reveal? What?
He's
'cause,
just
like,
like
they,
his spur is the same color as his skin tone.
Yeah.
So it just looks like he's like.
I feel
naked.
like it would like rise up my agoraphobia of clowns. Like
Really.
yeah.
But that's the
I
thing.
always
Like,
felt uncomfortable
but
watching
that's
the
the only
trailers.
thing that's normal is their faces, pretty
It
much.
freaks me out.
You know, great story by the way. We didn't really
Yeah.
touch on this.
Ah, yeah.
Mudkip
So Mudkip
versus-
versus Ben and Jerry's.
Great.
Mudkip used mud bomb, Jerry dodged, and
Yeah.
then out came a pack of wild Karens
And they
to
cancel.
They
cancel
cancelled it.
the match and vaccinations.
See, actually, you know, I think in real life,
Great match. What a great Pokemon match,
Pokemon
guys.
fighting would be like
Dog
cockfighting.
fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
it just like it'd be illegal. Like only like it'd be like underground type thing because like people would be seen as abusive.
Yeah.
It could be like regulated.
Well, I have
maybe.
this. I have this.
But it's like animal.
Well, in Rhyme City, in the Detective
Yeah, but
Pikachu
we
movie, Pokemon battling's like banned.
Yeah.
But that's
that's
just in
true.
Rhyme City though.
that
just the
creates
city
like a
itself.
weird like sense that like so it's possible to ban Pokemon and there's like ideologies that are like you can get like a whole city of people to agree that battling is.
Well,
not
that's what it's
fine,
like in
yeah.
Sword and
But-
Shield. Like I bring this up every time
Mhm.
with that one city that's like
Went Dynamax.
against Dynamax.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the
okay,
thing. It's like it's Pokemon's like fun, but then once you like try and like create this sense of like oh they're like they like battling or like it's like or it's not it's more than what it should be, then
Yeah.
it becomes like
Right.
this
Yeah, but
weird thing.
As humans, we horse racing, dog racing, all that stuff.
That's
you
all
know?
arguably
we,
bad
we,
as
we,
well.
we do it all here as well,
Yeah.
and if that's still going
I mean,
on,
we
then
eat
you can make
animals as
the
well.
case
Yeah.
that you know
Amazing.
Pokemon battling or Pokemon like competition of some sort.
If
Would
Pokemon
probably
existed,
still happen.
we would eat them.
Yeah.
Onyx would be pretty challenging to eat.
No, but we would eat like.
What would
like,
you
if
eat?
we
What would you
I don't
eat?
know. I
What
would say
Pokemon would you eat?
I
Wooloo
would
or
say
whatever it is.
Onyx
A
has
Wooloo.
like
A Wooloo.
I
We'd
would
eat Wooloo.
say-
100% we eat
I'd eat
lambs.
Wooloo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'd farm them and eat them.
Oh,
Yeah.
let me
Yeah.
We'd put
Some
them in-
gammon.
Like I would imagine like an Onyx heart would be like so tasty.
I
and
was
gooey.
like its heart would be like rock.
Do you think like
I
onyxes
know
would be like the equivalent of rhinos, where people like hunt them for like
Their
like,
horn?
tips of their
Ah.
tails?
No, I think maybe Rhyhorn would.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, Rhyhorn. Or like a Kangaskhan baby.
Well, we would evolve like. Yeah,
Evolve.
never mind. No, sorry. I've studied evolution psychology, so I've been thinking he's very. If Pokemon are real, you'd have to think like the way we've like pressured them to like evolve, you know. So they would probably become really stupid and like I don't know. Anyway.
It's like how you evolved.
Oh, a Dennis Dix.
Alex, that's very rare. Good job, Dennis. High
Dennis
five.
Dix.
Dennis,
Demolition.
Dennis, I'm never mean to you. How
That's
dare
a
you?
lie.
That's
what?
awful.
You always.
Yeah, I'll remember that.
I
Ah,
love
the
you.
punchy Pokemon. Huh?
Yep. So the punchy
Oh,
Pokemon
I'm sorry.
starts
By the way,
off.
I would eat Magikarp.
Oh, wait, bottom lines.
Oh yeah, bottom line.
Alright.
Rocky 7.
Bottom line, Undertaker loses his undefeated WrestleMania streak.
Bottom.
You go.
Oh, are you sure?
Yes.
Really?
Bottom line.
Bottom line.
Okay.
Fighting in the ring.
Ding ding.
Beautiful.
Fighting.
Harry.
I got you.
Harry's got my back. Got my back,
I
Harry.
got you back.
All right. Yeah.
literally-
Bottom line, sometimes you gotta, just be friendly to people that are toxic in your lives and just slowly ghost them.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
That's what I did
Alright.
to a lot of people. Yeah.
Your ex.
Hi till the people that
scared.
Oliver ghosted.
A lot of people. In,
You're just finding
That's
out
why
now.
he doesn't message back.
But also,
Also, yeah,
if
Rocky Balboa
Sometimes
makes
I've-
an uncredited camo.
he does.
he kind of does.
cameo.
He
He's
kinda
like
does.
the main
camo,
character.
main character. It looks
Cameo.
like him. Like if we bring his picture up, like that,
I
the
don't know.
dad.
I haven't seen Rocky.
No, but you know
so-
what Sylvester Stallone looks
yeah.
like.
I don't know what Rocky
Yeah.
looks like, but Sylvester
Right.
Stallone.
I could have been a contender.
Yeah. Joey says that in the Yu-Gi-Oh movie.
I could have been a
Which
contender.
you guys hopefully have watched that.
Or
special.
Joey from
Yeah.
Friends. right? Surely.
How you doing?
He might say that at one point.
I feel like he does.
Maybe.
Sure.
I don't know. All Italian Americans.
So, getting
Love
into this
pizza.
episode,
It
what's...
starts off with a Rocky montage. Have you seen the movie?
Montage.
Of a Hitmonchan running and punching like as he runs.
Yeah. So
So
is
Hitmonchan is
that-
based
okay.
around...
So going to the question,
Okay.
who is the punchy Pokemon?
Hitmonchan.
Hitmonchan.
But Primeape is also punchy as well.
No, he kicks
He
a
kicks
lot. He kicks a
too.
lot in this episode.
Hitmonchan's definitely the
A punchy Pokemon is Hitmonchan.
because he has like boxing gloves.
Yeah, and the episode's centered around
Or
Hitmonchan.
it's Pikachu.
That was fun. That was
Oh,
really cool.
the rocket punch.
That's a freaking sick move.
It's a
cute.
pretty cool
It's cute.
move.
Pikachu with those little cute boxing
it's
gloves.
not real, eh?
No.
No,
No, it's not.
It was like a Mega Punch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so cool.
It's like-
It's very cute.
I thought it was playing around with the idea because, like, in the games, Pikachu can learn like these punches and
They
kicks,
use Mega Punch. Yeah.
which is like just imagining like a Pikachu.
You all know who
Like a
Hitmonchan
Yoda or
is based on?
something.
no.
Yes.
Jackie Chan.
Oh, and
Hitmonlee is Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
I knew that one.
Although-
Hitmontop is a fidget spinner.
No,
Are
But yeah,
there
so
Japanese? Are there
these-
Japanese names based off
No,
Japanese?
they're-
Hitmonchan
not.
is running, and then there's this girl hiding behind a tree, and then we hear Ash off screen, and they see the Hitmonchan and like, oh, we should try catch that because.
Wild Hitmonchan.
Yes.
And then the girl hides behind the tree, and yeah, the narrator reminds us that Misty got a
Psyduck.
Psyduck,
Sign.
Brock got a
Vulpix.
Vulpix,
What
and
would-
then
what
Ash
will Ash get?
hasn't been catching anything
Yeah.
except from his
Idiot.
Primeape and his.
You have one job, Ash.
Yeah, he's gonna catch
Catch 'em
them
all.
Catch them all. So yeah, so we're set up in this episode to believe that Ash is gonna catch a Pokemon,
Better.
and specifically this Hitmonchan, who then he's like, Pikachu, go fight
Exactly.
him.
Go fight.
yeah, and
Why
that
would you want to know
Hitmonchan's
that?
just like
Really-
holding its head like
It's
like a
really
nerd.
funny,
is,
and
like,
Ash
Pikachu's
is
just
like-
like,
Yeah.
Ash is like, I'm gonna teach you my signature punch, Pikachu.
He's just like, left,
And then we have
right.
a little cool shot of like cute Pikachu just mimicking Ash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's
Yeah.
got like he has like boxing gloves and
It's very
Where the
cute.
fuck did he get him from?
Ash probably got
Is he
them.
just carrying him around in his backpack? Boxing gloves? Why is that not a
I
key
can
item?
imagine all of that crap Ash's mum gave him
Just
in
has
his
all
first
that, yeah.
episode.
Some
There's probably
boxing
some
gloves.
boxing gloves in there. She gave him like an electroshock like gloves, like rubber
you-
gloves.
That's to do the dishes.
Do you think Hitmonchan hands? Do you think their
Yeah,
box
what
gloves
are
he
they?
can take
Well,
off?
yeah,
Maybe
like
the same
Because how
shape.
can he
somebody-
grab things?
Well,
Oh.
you can grab things in boxing gloves.
It's very tricky.
Yeah.
Because
So, but he might be dexterous enough now.
Maybe like the gloves are over the hands, but the hands are still the same shape of the gloves.
Maybe no. I imagine they're like gloves and they're just like paws.
They're
like
just
on a dog.
fleshy.
It's
Like,
just
I
like-
just want to say
It's
like
like what's Diglett underneath.
like all of the fighting type Pokemon are gross. Like in some ways, like
what about Stuffle?
Yeah, like Hitmonlee
Beware.
looks like he looks like that
a chicken nugget.
that bad guy from one of the bad guys from the
thumb.
Looney Tunes?
Oh yeah,
and like the
Oh.
horror one, like when like
Tasmanian Devil.
they make that monster. No.
Okay.
Oh wait, I know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, that guy. Yeah. If you know what I'm
Funny.
talking about, Dexters, please.
Is
tell
it
me.
like
I
made out
love-
of hair or something?
I love fighting type Pokemon.
I don't know. It's just like weird because I'm like, what is skin and what isn't
That-
skin?
I love them, but like
Hitmonlee has like rope, like sorry, like
they're
a
springy.
skirt.
They're springy legs.
no, he has.
Yeah.
Wait, that's the thing.
Take-
Are
Springy
they
arms
springy?
things. It helps him kick.
Yeah.
Are they springs though, or
Yeah.
are they like tubing?
I
Like,
w- I
like
would-
you know,
Yeah,
like
'cause, like,
piping?
Tubing.
Does every trainer then are there Hitmonlee out there without the
That springs.
springs?
Yeah, it's
No,
good.
there's like evolutionary built legs to be
Right,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But then like
Bring it
Hitmon-
back to psychology.
You
isn't
see,
it?
I would have thought
Psychology.
they were springs, but also Hitmonlee's like arms have like a similar kind of texture,
For
like
press-ups.
wrapping and stuff. I'm like, are they?
Why does Machoke and Machamp wear pants?
Yeah, they should take them off. No,
It's
just
back to
kidding.
fighting type Pokemon.
Yeah.
Why is fighting type even a type? Why
Yeah,
can they not be like
yeah.
normal type Pokemon?
I never actually.
Exactly.
I just thought about it.
Yeah.
I like never use fighting type Pokemon hardly when I play.
I
Yeah,
always
interesting.
have one fighting.
You had
type.
Pangoro.
I mean,
Yeah.
Shit, the
well,
panda.
Big
fighting
panda.
Jack
fighting
Black.
type, I think it requires more like mental intelligence.
I
to
always
do
thought it was
the
like
attacks, I
like
guess.
martial arts. Because
Yeah.
you always
Yeah.
see the fighting type Pokemon are quite martial based.
They're because like all the normal attacks, I think are more like animal or feral based, like headbutt,
Yeah.
bite.
But when
Bites
it
down.
comes to fighting
in Gen
types, you
1.
have
I
like
think
brick breaking, karate
Every
chop.
single game
Right.
had a fighting type.
Yeah, there's always
Yeah,
fighting.
But
There's-
also,
there's so many.
Oh, like,
mean,
I always
right.
use one in my team.
I mainly bring this up because I saw like Primeape's like thighs, and he was like fully
Got
like
chicken legs there.
it was like fully built thighs
Is it?
though. Like when you, it was like upsetting.
They're
It was
very
like
humanoid.
realistic human thigh.
Yeah, very humanoid fighting type Pokemon,
Yeah.
They are.
So yeah,
which would be scary in real life.
Hitmonchan wrecks Pikachu,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah, he
the
does.
trainer comes out. And if you've seen,
put him in
if
a
you know what
body
Sylvester
bag.
Stallone looks like, it's basically Sylvester Stallone.
could
comes-
have
Just
been
with
a
like a more
contender.
symmetrical face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then the
Strong
girl
chin.
comes out from hiding from the tree and is like, "Dad,
Daughter Rebecca, Dad, come home.
Dad, come
Yeah.
home.
I
It's
just
like,
fighting.
whoa.
Oh
and
my
come
god!
home.
I just want to say, there's so many loser dads in this series.
Yeah, well, it's funny because like all of like the dads and stuff. It's like if Ash, like you can like if Ash had gone on his journey and like
Yeah.
Mhm.
when he had children, like it'd be like the exact same.
Yeah.
It's
situation.
like
True.
it's like if this
Don't have
was
kids when you're
if
10.
this was like if this was Ash in a coma, like that theory.
Yeah.
This is like him projecting about his like
Yeah.
insecurities about his dad.
Oh, bless him. Oh,
I mean, Mr. Mime.
Professor Oak.
Actually, a good friend of the podcast, Lorenz, was like,
Hey,
saying-
Lorenz.
Hi, Lorenz.
Hi, Lorenz.
Shout out to you.
You came and got a coffee from me this morning, which you know 4 months later when this comes out,
Yeah.
people are like, no, I didn't.
But you did. But you did.
You
But
did.
you did, Lorenz.
And the 28th of August,
Lorenz
you
is
got a
also
coffee.
in me and Dennis's theatre company.
Yeah, Stu
Stu
Productions.
Productions.
If you're in Wellington, come see it, please and thank you.
It might be on like right now.
Or just
Actually, you
listening to
probably
it.
would have missed it, but
Just
come see our
missed it.
next show.
it was either a great show or a bad show.
It was a
We-
great
we don't-
show.
It was
You've
a great
seen
show. It was a
the
great
orig-
show.
You
You've seen
guys
the
have
original
seen
show.
it.
It's a great show. I'll be there.
Oh my God.
If you want to meet some of the Dexters.
Well, all the
I mean,
Dexters
some of
will
the-
be there
yeah.
at one point.
Yeah.
coming out.
All the Dexters. Right, guys?
Yeah, we could have a signing.
You're not gonna go, Harry.
You gotta come
Too
see
cool.
the show.
Of course. I'll be there every night.
Well, okay. Well,
I'll
that's
hold you
expensive.
to that. We have that on
Eyebrows.
tape.
I'll be
Eyebrows.
I'll be your stage manager.
Oh, yeah, do you guys need an usher?
Maybe.
They'll sort it out with that.
We're doing our own
True.
lighting,
We are.
Actually,
We are.
having it on stage.
that's
Oh,
dope.
fun. That's fun.
That's,
We are.
That's really fun.
But
So, yeah.
anyway, back to the
Yeah, we'll
episode.
go back to the
dad
episode.
comes up and he's like,
What's the dad's name?
we'd never get it. He's just dad.
Bruce.
Oh, okay.
We'll call him
Jackie
Sylvester.
Chan.
Sylvester. Okay.
Yeah. So
Sally,
Sylvester.
Sally for short.
And his daughter Rebecca.
Yeah, Rebecca. Yeah, so Sylvester, we find out, like, leaves with Hitmonchan, and Rebecca's like, oh, I just want my dad to come home, but he's
So
determined
messed
to
up.
win
Gary,
the
come on.
P1 Grand Prix, which is the
Sounds like a
Pokemon
racing car
number
thing
one
to
Grand
me.
Prix. Yeah,
Yeah,
Grand
it's
Prix
Grand
is
Prix.
typically
Racing,
a
yeah.
car.
No, it's
Mario
P1,
Kart.
not
yeah, I
Pre
said,
one.
You said P1. P1 Grand Prix.
pre.
P1
P1.
Grand Prix.
Oh, okay.
yeah. Grand Prix,
Yeah,
yeah, is typically like
dingus.
a
Yeah,
race.
racing, yeah.
Because,
Yeah,
like,
no.
Yeah.
they could just call this, like, it's just a fighting match.
Can
it's
I-
just like, it's just
a
a
fighting-
knockout.
it's a fighting
It's
tournament,
just a
yeah.
knockout tournament.
When
Yeah.
I was
That's what
younger,
Grand
I used
Robin.
to say Grand Prix.
I did too.
it's
No, I
not
did as well.
spelled
Yeah,
Grand
I did the
Prix.
same.
That's
And it's like,
cute.
well, I
Thank
like
you.
because you read the
You
word.
are an idiot.
Yeah. Like when I was reading Game of Thrones for the first
Psychology.
time, I probably pronounced every single character's wrong, and then I
Oh,
watched it and I was like,
That's like with some Pokemon as well, because like
I always
I get
pronounce
them wrong all the
Nidoking as
time.
Nidoking.
yeah, or
Oh.
Gardevoir. I used to say Jardevoir.
I think I probably used to
Yeah.
say like
That's
Gyarados because like
Gyarados.
Gyarados.
What was the other one I said?
I never said those wrong. There
Oh,
you go.
Oh,
educated
you know the one that got
psychology.
a lot of people was Arceus.
Yeah, I say Rayquaza as well. It meant to be Rayquaza, but
I say
Rayquaza
Rayquaza.
sounds so much better.
Yeah, it's just like
Stupid.
I don't like.
names.
I'm trying to think of one. I
You
honestly
couldn't,
can't.
you couldn't say. You gotta be smart.
No, like, I just-
Evolutional
Well,
psychology.
no, okay. Well, I used to
got
say.
an A+.
I used to say. You know, like Magnum ice creams. I used to call
Yeah.
them magnet. I'd be like, I want a magnet.
That's
I
cute.
want a magnet,
like,
right?
Yeah.
My mum brings it up all the time.
Oh, cute.
So yeah, so
Stick it
Rebecca
like-
basically
Yes,
asks,
She's like, Daddy, come home.
yeah, and then she asked the gang to defeat her dad so that like
Yeah.
he realizes that like he's not so good.
Yeah.
And then Brock, who I had hope for from the previous episode,
Yeah.
just is like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll do it." And
That's,
so,
that's perfect, Logan.
Yeah,
That's
like Brock
spot on.
totally like just loses it. Can I just mention?
gentleman.
Have you
Gentleman.
the Rebecca's design reminds me of Ranma girl type from Ranma 1.5, which is like okay, you don't know what Ranma 1.5 is. It was like
No,
this
Randall
really
from Recess.
really popular anime from like the early 90s, which is about a boy. It's like a comedy series. It's a boy when he gets water. I think it's cold water doused on him. He turns into physically a girl.
Oh.
And then when he gets, I think cold
that's
water
like when
turns back into a boy.
Captain Underpants said the principal gets water on him, he turns to Captain.
Exact
Oh,
same.
yeah.
It's like in H show just had water. When
might
they swim under that cabin, they
That could
become
be- It
mermaids.
could be
It's
inspired
like
by
the
that.
Yeah.
condensation. Rebecca, the condensation.
I love those memes.
It's so good.
Oh my gosh.
And so yeah, like it's like she's got like red hair and she's got the ponytail and it's like a fighting episode of the anime. And like
Oh, that's
Ranma
cool.
1.5 would have been like super popular. So I reckon like maybe part of her design is based off of
Do you know when it came out?
Ranma
Do
girl
you know when it came out?
before Pokemon.
There we go.
It would have. So
That's
I-
cool. I
There
like that.
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh!
The P1 tournament we find out is for
Sometimes
fighting
too.
Pokemon. So obviously Ash has to use
Primate.
who we have not seen
Since
the
four
Primate
episodes
goes
ago.
bananas.
Yeah,
Yep.
since he caught
Bananas.
Primate.
Well, besides like in
Bananas.
flashbacks
Yeah,
where
he had a
Ash has
flashback.
PTSD.
He has a flashback in this episode as well. of,
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And then Brock, for his fighting Pokemon, brings out Geodude,
which is wrong.
Yeah.
which is not a fighting type.
No.
Rock
Oh.
Pokemon,
Oh, but
which is
before-
weak against fighting types.
Before the battle, like, do we talk about how like she takes him to? Is this when she takes him to that
The
gym?
gym.
Yeah, that's when they go to the gym.
Oh yeah, and then it's like a super dilapidated gym.
Yeah,
Is it? It's
I
based
think
off
like
of.
Ash was like expecting like an actual gym. I think it's
Yeah.
like loosely based off the
Yeah, I
fighting
was
gym in
gonna-
Saffron City.
I was gonna like.
Yeah.
It just looks
brought
like
that
like a
together.
stereotype like 80s like kind of like fighting like training gym
Like
kind
an
of from a
actual
film.
gym. Yeah.
Yeah. What it looks
Yeah.
like.
Do you know the best trainer montage in any Rocky movies in Rocky 4 when he's fighting Ivan Drago? And Rocky's in the mountains in like America somewhere doing all these training with logs and bricks. And then Ivan Drago has like all these blinking machines and steroids. It's like, yeah, America. Yeah, America.
I've not seen
Boo,
it at
Soviet
all.
Union.
I've only seen like, the Rocky movie, the first one.
Oh, you need to watch them all. Well,
How many are there?
Is it like-
including an Apollo Creed movie. There's
Is
7.
it the one that replaces Rocky?
Yeah, Creed. There's,
Yeah,
there's
and
7
then,
total.
Rocky is like his trainer. Right?
Yeah,
I like
Rocky
the-
1, Rocky 2, where he fights Apollo
I
again.
always
Rocky
knew
three
there was so
with
many
Mr. T.
Rockies because of the Simpsons.
Yeah.
I was just about to say the Simpsons
Yeah,
episode.
when
I really
Bart-
liked
Street
the
Fight
Simpsons
with
episode.
Tommy.
Bart doesn't know how to get out of the
Comeback.
thing, and he's like, Rocky 1, Rocky 2,
Rocky
Rocky 7.
It's good.
Oh, with the Roman numerals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it's like, because one of the rooms has like tigers in it.
Have we got to the part where Team Rocket kind of like start conniving, and then Jesse's like,
Oh, yeah, they see a Hitmonlee and they're like, ooh, we gotta
oh
steal
my
that
god, that
Pokemon.
whole
All the
thing was
Pokemon.
so messed up.
Oh, so yeah, so they
Mm.
rob a man of his Pokemon and his
and
clothes.
they tie him to a toilet.
But they don't even wear
to do it.
anything besides his
Oh,
trench
yeah.
coat.
Oh,
yeah!
So he's just has like.
And he's like,
What,
in
Mike?
boxes.
There are two options.
Yeah, I think Jesse
Seduced him.
seduces. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
think. Jerry
But
seduced him.
James
and then
was
tied
in
him
that
up.
bathroom stall as well.
So maybe
because-
like they both seduced
Maybe
him.
they both seduced him
and then like tied him
Wow.
up.
and tied him
That
up.
is what
That's
I
like
think. And then
awful.
Wow.
Yeah.
his clothes.
I
That's
saw
what
him in
that's
that
like- that was
bathroom.
my first thought.
So like in some ways that guy was a creep.
No, Jesse and James are the creep.
I don't know if you were gonna like because I
Well, if you
always,
were
well I
gonna
view
take
Jesse
a-
as like under 18.
yeah,
but,
they're
like
like 17, 18, yeah.
which is still kind of it is kind of weird for like a full grown
If
adult.
they just like attacked him.
yeah.
No, I view them as like 18, 19.
Yeah, I think they're older.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know if you know.
That's interesting you read that. I didn't get that at all. It's just they mugged him.
Yeah.
And
No,
tied him
I
up.
read it. I was like, because I was like, that guy has a fighting Pokemon as well who is following him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like one of the only ways really that they would be able to do that, like the way that they do it as well, so casually and secretive,
Yeah.
is if like one of them seduces the guy.
The writers probably
me out.
didn't,
One of them. Who
They-
was it?
the writers
me
probably
out.
didn't think about it,
Yeah.
but like, damn, if that's
Well, I
true.
mean,
That's wild.
It is a common trope to have like a character like be unclothed, and then the person that like tricked them, tied them up or whatever is wearing their clothes.
Yeah.
But then they're just wearing the
They're just
trench
wearing the
coat.
coat and the hat. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're not even wearing like what was underneath it, and you don't.
So yeah, why they?
But like you don't even see if they're even.
Maybe him being unclothed was unreled. You know, so
Maybe he
there
was
this
just, like-
production, and that wasn't
Maybe
related
to like
it,
go to the
Maybe he
bathroom,
was
he
only
takes off
wearing
his whole
those clothes
clothes.
under
Yeah.
his trench coat.
Like to pee, he needs stripped down, fully naked.
Yeah, maybe
you
he's
know?
like one of those
Actually,
people.
Some
Yeah.
people like do that. It wasn't. There's an
Yeah.
episode of Seinfeld where like George has to like unbutton his shirt every time he has to pee.
Well, he just in a.
Yeah, he's just like
That's
unbuttons it.
interesting.
Do
Why
you do
your
the thing where
shirt?
you like you hold your? When I was a kid, I used to because I'm wearing an undershirt. I used to do that.
No, why?
I had
When
gross.
I-
I
I
got
think I used to do something.
I
like
got
that as
gross
well.
memories of like me walking out of a stall and seeing my friend when I was probably like 6 or 7. I'm
Was
got it still in my
butt
mind.
out?
His butt was out, his pants were down to his ankles, and his shit was up here. And in a urinal, I'm like, dude,
That's
like,
what Butters does in South Park.
Yeah.
Butters does that. He drops his pants and he lifts up his shirt.
like, do you need to do that really? Just
Apparently.
I guess when you're little, like you just don't really think.
Yeah,
about
Don't
it.
know
well,
how to
the thing about the hold your dick.
It's
hold
like
your
you
pee.
just-
You're like, ooh, gross. Yeah.
You
Oh,
just
touch
get
that
used to doing
cooties.
things a certain way, and
Yeah.
like no one looks at you peeing unless you're in the bathroom. Hopefully,
Well,
Just don't look at people. Don't look at people peeing.
yeah.
It's like no
In
one
general.
like my brother, my twin brother Cannon. When he like as an adult now, like he always like if he was ever in a bathroom with a friend, like you know how people normally like he like don't talk or anything.
Yeah.
He used to just like strike up conversation.
I respect that. Canon, you're a champion.
Yeah. It's good. Sometimes you might make a connection in the bath.
It reminds me of in How I Met Your Mother when how Barney first meets Ted.
Oh yeah.
Ted's peeing and Barney's peeing next to him. He's like, I'm taking my death brother out for the first time
Yeah.
since our mom died. It's the whole story being like, oh, I'm just using that to like, pick up this chick.
How I Met Your Mother.
You know.
It's awful.
It's like
I love it.
problematic, but like I
You're,
still like.
you're
so
kind of
good.
dressed up like Ted right
You
now.
are just like
actually.
Ted. Yeah. Hope
I don't
it's
know when it
romantic.
happened. I just one day I just bought like one collared shirt.
Yeah, here we
And then
are.
now I don't.
And now you're a
stop
Ted.
wearing collared shirts.
I like wearing college.
No, Logan's a Marshall.
Marshall. Which one's Marshall?
The
It's
lawyer.
Marshall.
The
Jason's
J-
Carl.
Oh,
The one in
sorry.
the suit?
Wasn't me.
No, it's
that's
Barney.
Barney.
The one that's married to Lily.
Oh, right. The redhead.
That's not Robin.
April.
No, Lily. But
Lily's
April is a
right?
Lily.
Yeah.
But- Oh, never mind. But
I'm the
what,
one-
are you talking about our guest star April from?
From
so what-
Tentacle,
Tentacle and
Tentacle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, follow her on Instagram at April in Wonderland.
Hey,
Should
April
ask
in
permission for
Wonderland,
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sure
enchanted
it's fine.
and
You'll
stuff.
just get to it somehow.
So then they go into this episode goes pretty quick because like they go into like the fight, and then
Oh,
first,
but I didn't even mention they had the Jesse's the one that has like the boss fantasy or like
Right, of all the
oh
guys
yeah,
around her.
she has like Jessie keeps every single time she has a
Mhm.
fantasy, she is surrounded by concubines, by
Yeah.
shirtless boys
Yeah,
like
standing
funny.
yeah.
there.
She wants them
Porcupines.
boys.
Yeah.
Like
Every
spiky
single
rodents.
time. This is like the fifth time.
Yeah. In the Japanese version, she calls I'm gonna have bishonen over, which is like hot guys essentially.
Yeah, because in this one she says young
Close friends.
Yeah.
Which I think is just a funny way of saying it.
Yeah.
It's my close friends.
Yeah, so they enter, and first up the fight is with Ash uses Primate to fight Machop.
Whoa!
Why does Machop have a tail?
Yeah, Machop has
What?
a tail.
In this episode. Doesn't
Well,
Machop
it just have a tail.
I thought
But
Machop
why?
had a tail.
It does have a tail. I'm saying why does it have a tail?
Yeah,
Oh,
Because
even-
Machop and Machamp
Because
don't.
Machop is like a
Because it's
lizardish, isn't
because
it?
the
Well,
tails
Well,
in the underwear.
Well, that's what I mean. Like Machoke and Machamp
Yeah,
wear
maybe the Machop
underwear.
kinda
Maybe they
goes
do
like
have
in
tails. Maybe
this.
the tail goes in.
Maybe the tail isn't actually a tail.
Oh, poor guy. All right, thanks for the answer.
Why is it on this?
No, because like maybe like when he grows.
Isn't that weird then that like
'cause, like,
Machop doesn't have underwear and Machop and Machamp have underwear?
That's what I mean. Like,
No, 'cause, like maybe
is
like,
that what he has a tail so they don't see like a cute little butt on it? Like,
Yeah, well, maybe Machop grows, like his tail kind of just shrinks as he grows because it has to.
Oh, poor
stretch over
thing.
His whole body.
but then again, when they evolve, how do they evolve enough to become sentient enough to wear clothing?
When did they develop shame?
Yeah, when did they develop cotton
When
linen?
did they develop shame? At what point?
What point did they realize? Oh no, I should cover
Well,
myself.
well, also brings it up to like Sork and Throw in Gen 5 too.
Right.
They wear clothes.
Yeah.
Why?
The thing is, though,
That's
they
like
can't
their
take off
skin,
the
right?
clothes, right? Like we've never seen
Yeah.
them without clothes.
Yeah.
So you assume that it's
I know,
part of their
certain
body.
like
websites,
tattoos.
You probably can see them without clothes.
I guess it's like
Look,
hair.
well,
right?
contrary to popular belief, actually, I'll tell you.
Should we see like,
On the
Machamp-
forums!
should Google Machamp-
Yeah, how were the forums about that? Did you see any juicy pics?
No.
Did people used to post pictures like that?
No.
In
At
the
least not,
forums!
They did.
not from where I
it was a
was.
different kind of forum.
Actually, I was mainly a lurker on the forums. If you know what a lurker is,
You don't
they,
post or comment.
They don't look. So
Like me on Facebook.
I was an
Ugh.
observer. I was like an anthropologist. I just read all the.
I
posts.
always like an anthropology. I
Yeah.
don't know if you have the qualifications to say.
Well, the thing was like back then I was like, well, if someone's already said something that I feel personally, there's no point in me
There's no
like
point like repeating
Right.
it.
repeating it. But then I think maybe I should have because it would have just been good to like be able to share my own.
Yeah.
Isn't that what we're doing
Right now.
right now?
Oh my god, yeah, it's like
Yeah.
my pent up like anime
Yeah.
opinions about Pokemon. I'm just
You,
unleashing it out.
You've
into
had
the
these opinions
So
for years.
Ash's
just gotta
primate
start a
kind of
podcast.
makes quick work of this Machop.
No, actually he
but
gets.
yeah, he
Machamp gets sized
thrown
and
out,
tossed,
right? Yeah.
and then Primate
Primate.
and Ash. Ash
have a little
goes to
moment.
save him. They have like a beautiful.
Yeah, they have a
That's the
touching
first time
moment.
that
Yeah.
Primate listens to Ash. It's like, oh, these guys are gonna be best friends
Yeah, they,
forever.
like, look into
Yeah.
each other's
Oh,
eyes.
they
and
gotta,
it's
they gotta go. They gotta travel across the world.
I was like,
Searching
far
far
and
and wide.
I was like, Ash, what are you doing? Primate doesn't deserve this. Like,
Yes.
why is
You see, well, Primate's usually like this furious, like angry Pokemon, but the look in Primate's eyes
Happy.
is like
Happy.
really,
Love.
actually quite really
But
sweet.
like that kind of
burning
perpetuates the
thing.
idea that like being nice to a certain type of deck like makes them like
To be
But,
fair,
like,
to be
Primeape-
fair,
Primeape's a wild animal.
It's a wild animal. Yeah.
and to be fair, like you put it into that context, my bully in primary school eventually became one of my best friends.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
It can happen. It's just that people are surrounded by the wrong people. Like they're not actually who they are. You got to bring that
They're
out
just
of them. you know?
projecting it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. I guess,
And
but
also-
like that was like you took time and you had
But
to
like
develop
also like
that
like if you have like a
relationship.
dog that's like sometimes dogs like get like angry at people before you know them, and then like you get like to know the dog,
Yeah.
and the dog trusts you. So like if we're going from Primate's point of view, this random guy invaded his territory. So from Primate's point of view, Ash is the bad guy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I suppose. Like if we look at it from like an animal kind
Yeah.
of lens.
Yeah.
Which
But
is
then,
what
like,
Pokemon
But
are.
then it becomes even sadder because then he's like, I finally trust someone, and then he just gives him away,
Yeah.
enables another like loser
Oh.
dad to like continue his dream, right? Because they're like, come home, and then he
Yeah.
just gives him this championship
Silly.
Pokemon. So he's probably
And
not
he's like,
even.
I'm off.
He's not gonna go home
I'm off
now.
to the
But
next
he
tournament.
promises. He promises.
Says he will come back, Primate.
Yeah.
So yeah, Primate beats Machop,
Yes.
Yep.
and then there's the fight
Hitmon.
between Jesse's stolen Hitmonlee
Hitmonlee.
and
Hitmonchan.
Sylvester's Hitmonchan.
That's no Geodude first.
Oh yeah, it was
Oh,
a Geodude.
oh,
first.
Geodude.
Brock.
Geodude
That's
is-
really quick though.
Geodude
it's
just
really
gets
quick.
destroyed
Yeah, and
because
Brock-
it's not a
Well,
fighting
I
type.
guess, and then Sylvester says to Brock, like, sometimes you gotta know when to
He's
throw
like
in the
he's like a real
towel."
trainer knows when
Like
to quit.
Dolly Parton says, you gotta know when to hold him.
That's Kenny Rogers.
Know
Where
when to
the heart
fold him.
is.
Kenny Rogers
Yeah,
says
it's like
that in The
Dolly.
Gambler.
Oh, but Dolly Parton sings that
No,
song,
it's
right?
Joaquin Phoenix, and I walk the line.
What?
Don't worry.
Is it?
Dolly.
No, he's Johnny Cash.
Dolly
in that movie.
Joaquin
Yeah,
Phoenix.
She's like Miley Cyrus's godmother, isn't she?
She is.
She's out. She's all like,
Praise
It's
be
because
Dolly.
It's like because Billy Ray Cyrus is like a Western singer, so they.
Well, yeah,
probably friends.
more of a Old Town Road kind of raps.
No.
Do you know children in primary school sing Old Town?
Old Town
That's
Road.
good.
Yeah.
We used to sing hymns in
it's a,
primary
it's
school.
like meme.
Yeah, now kids are singing
Old
Old
Town
Town
Road.
Road.
Oh,
Like
no.
because I work kids parties.
Yeah.
And I was
Mhm.
on the Blue Bridge, the ferry between
Yeah.
Wellington
They're
and
singing
thingy.
Old Town
And
Road.
these kids start singing Old Town.
Are they like
Road.
rapping? Kids?
No, they're just like singing it,
Got
and I'm
my
like, how do you know
horses
that
in my
song?
front.
And they're like, oh, we're singing it like assemblies.
They sing. That's like the equivalent of us singing like
Ave Maria.
Kiwi kids are
Rockin'.
rocking it. Kiwi
What?
kids
You
are
had that. I had
tops.
goddamn Ave Maria.
we had like Rome wasn't built in a
He's got the
day.
whole
Did you have
world in his
fish
hands.
and chips.
Chips. Yeah, fish and chips.
Yeah,
Makes me want to lick my lips.
That explains
Eat
the.
them for breakfast, lunch, and tea. Fish and chips are for me.
This
Not
explains
yet.
so
That
much
explains
about
the
your
Kiwi
personality.
education system.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
I like
That
green
feels in a-
bananas and
that
pink
feels-
ice cream.
Fills in a lot of holes
That's not
for me.
healthy.
Be quiet, alright? I turned out okay.
When I was in school, we did like S Club 7, and this might be dating
Why
me.
the fuck
What?
did I get all these Christian songs?
Yeah, like, when I was in school, we were told to be quiet and not let out our
Ave
singing.
Maria.
I was taught to reach for the stars, climb every mountain
Reach
higher.
for
Oh,
the
the
stars.
Oh, we used to do the
Yeah.
we used to do the
Climb.
Jump jam, jump jam.
We used to do jump jam to
I didn't-
Don't Blame It on the Sun.
I didn't know Jump Jam.
Yeah.
I didn't know Jump Jam, but then a person I went to high school with turned out that the creator of Jump Jam was her dad.
How have you never said that before?
I took dance classes with him. With yeah, Brett,
the bald
the
guy.
yeah,
master.
Brett Fairweather. If you're out there, Brett Fairweather.
That's actually insane.
Thanks,
How
man.
have you not? Have you told people that?
I've told a few people that.
That's
yeah.
like a
Harry,
pickup
you've
line,
met
right?
a pro. Does he know that he's influenced like so many? Does he
Oh,
know,
yeah,
like,
he
that
knows.
every child in this
His
country?
house is
like,
immaculate.
Li-
He gets
you went
money.
to his house.
Yeah, I did dance classes
At his
with
house,
him.
in his house.
At his own dance studio in his house.
And you don't dance now.
Yeah.
Well, the dance I do, I need to partner with, and no one that
Okay,
I know can do
Dennis
the
is
dance.
there.
I'll
Dennis will
dance with
dance
you.
with you.
How
I
did
need
they
to
not
teach you it,
inspire you to?
Well, it was good dance, but no one else knows how to do Ciroc. If any Wellington listeners
I can
know how to do
learn,
Ciroc.
Harry.
Yeah, I'm a dancer. I like
Tell
to
me.
dance.
Yeah, but I like to lead.
Oh.
I can follow. I can
Right,
follow.
Yeah, I don't
We
know.
can take
The
turns.
next fight is
Converse.
Jesse's Hitmonlee against Sylvester's Hitmonchan.
And Team Rocket throw gum down on the floor.
Oh yeah,
so that
cheaters.
Hitmonchan can't move.
Stuck.
Yeah, damn.
And
Meowth.
Team Rocket's Hitmonlee just wreaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they
rude.
try and electrocute the Hitmonchan as well by electrifying the
No,
floor.
that's in the
That's
next
the
fight.
next fight.
Oh, is it Geodude?
No, it's against the Primate.
Oh, Primate.
So the so Jessie's Hitmonlee wrecks, And then the next fight, before the next fight, Team Rocket reveal themselves.
Who would have
Wait,
thunk
did
it?
did you mention Rebecca jumping in?
Oh, that's right.
of
Yeah.
course.
So Hitmonchan
Oh.
is about to get wrecked, and Rebecca jumps in
Yeah.
and is like, "Stop!" And then the
Excellent
dad's like,
impression.
"No!"
And he jumps in.
Brock,
and he
well,
gets
Brock's
hit.
like, a good trainer knows when to throw the towel in, like he told Brock a minute ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deep storytelling.
Foreshadowing. Yeah.
Beautiful.
And
The
then
writers
the
on that
dad
one were
saves
like,
his daughter, and that's basically how they reconcile. The
Yeah.
dad's like,
Jump jam.
"I must lose you today, so I'm not gonna lose you again."
Is
He
that
doesn't
your
say that. But
Adrian!
You can see that in the eyes.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know?
You were saying when
animation.
when
Cartoon
Team
eyes.
Rocket gets revealed, they really make a funny joke when they were like, "Oh, how did you know it was us?" or something. It's like you couldn't tell, and it's like obviously them.
It's
in the
obviously
jacket.
two teenagers
Yeah.
in a trench coat.
And then
Man, Jesse's got some good thigh strength.
I was like,
Yeah.
James,
Yeah.
though.
James as well. Gotta
Could
go back.
you imagine? I would die if I had Jesse's thighs between my legs for
What,
that
how-
long.
Oh, I would
I
die
died
too.
too. Yeah. I think we'd all die.
Oh my god.
because like Jesse probably weighs like
Femme fatale.
70
Jesse's
kilos?
probably what, between 40 to 60 kg.
Oh, she's definitely more than.
Yeah.
She's quite tall. She's like 60.
That hair's
all that
probably like
hair
that,
as
that
well.
hair's probably like
She's
20
not
kg
40.
herself.
Spray and stuff.
She's probably like 60 to 70.
She's an adult. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like 60 to 70. Yeah.
I couldn't carry
Which is
that on my
Patrick.
shoulders.
Yeah. No.
Like,
James is a
that'd be
strong
like
boy.
carrying, like if it's 70 kgs, but like carrying Oliver on your
Yeah.
shoulders.
I weigh.
It's like me and a half.
I don't know if I should
Yeah.
say on the podcast. We'll see.
How much we weigh.
No, because I had it all new time
Yeah.
high, and I was like, oh, fun.
You're all lifted, V.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all
But like
able
it's
to
like
lift.
lifting is like all of your body. Shoulders is like
Your shoulders, yeah, it's a whole
lot of
Oh,
other.
yeah.
Back, man.
Yeah,
Your,
yeah.
your thighs and your back.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, Harry.
Hi, Dennis.
So you're a big fan of wrestling,
Wrestling? Yes,
Yeah,
the
especially-
graps.
particularly WWE.
WWE.
Yeah.
Well, not particularly
Wow,
WWE. I'm a big fan of
WWE.
all sorts. We have New Japan Pro Wrestling in Japan. We've got
yeah.
Ring of Honor.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like,
Smash Brothers.
So, like,
Smash
how
Bros.
do you feel about the whole storyline in this episode? That's like,
Well, it
all
doesn't
about
fit with wrestling.
It's
Like-
more boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then again, I'm also a big fan of boxing too. But it's got the boxing element and then the tournament element that you have in wrestling. Like,
John
But it's
Cena.
got that side story about Rebecca's
RKO.
their daughter, and like
it brings in the drama.
Rocket
Yeah,
are the
it
heels,
brings
right?
in the ridiculous drama you'll get in wrestling
Yeah.
stories. That's for sure.
You know, I enjoyed that time that we all just were up here and we watched that like weird random wrestling tournament.
yeah, it was like
The-
Well, you're welcome,
The
friends.
women's wrestling though, like
It's great.
it was
Really good.
way more like
So much better now.
it was like because like they were doing way more like acrobatic moves than like when we watched the men. It was like
About-
way
Yeah,
more
yeah.
like engaging to watch.
Probably about 10 years ago, women's wrestling was awful. They were given like time slots wise, they were given like 2 minutes, and all they were told to do is you can pull hair and you can slap each other.
oh, jeez.
Because women catfights, it's hot,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
They like the
ridiculous.
men's one was just like
Nowadays,
normal
it's
kind of
the best
fighting.
wrestling.
Yeah, whereas the women were like doing like sick moves.
Yeah.
yeah, there was more flashiness where the guys, I felt like from what we saw of that episode, they were just kind of like pummeling each other without any
Yeah.
sort of finesse or like motion to it.
But you definitely get that male wrestling as well. You look at like lucha wrestling in Mexico.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Even
Rey
Rey
Mysterio.
Mysterio, he's making a comeback. And he's fucking, his son just debuted, which is amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Dominic Mysterio had a fight against Seth Rollins at SummerSlam.
I got called Big Show
Oh.
when I was in Cambodia.
That sounds like is that a good thing?
Oh,
I don't know if
Big
that's a
Show,
good thing.
that's
Is
really
that a
he's
good thing?
tall. He's like 7'2".
Yeah.
He's
You're not crazy to
about 400 pounds. Yeah.
That's like 200 kg.
Yeah. That's really mean.
You can find it.
Oh no, it was
Sorry,
like
buddy.
no, I was over in Cambodia.
Oh, so you're
and-
taller than everybody else.
Yeah, I was a lot taller.
Yeah.
Strangely, I don't know why.
Because the gravity in Australia, because it's so down under, you guys just grow really tall.
Yeah.
Down under.
I imagine people in Cambodia are probably like just like shorter than like average on
Yeah.
I
average.
think
Man,
so. I think it has
didn't
something to
under.
do with like maybe not as much access to like sources of maybe certain types of nutrition in
Yeah,
the
that
growing
must be.
up
Well,
phase.
and then
Mhm.
plus it's genetic now.
Yeah.
Like
Genetics
that
as
they'll grow
well.
that tall.
Yeah, my grandma on my dad's side is like, well, she was like super giant, as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
Genes.
partly that, partly nature,
I
partly
guess so,
nature,
yeah.
partly nurture.
But yes, I get a big fan of boxing myself as well. Favorite boxer all time would be Joe Calzaghe, man from Bridgend in Wales. I think he went 48-0 when he retired, which is 48 fights undefeated.
Yeah.
Which is pretty damn
Hey,
impressive.
I
That
like-
takes the cake
From
from
where,
Joseph
sir?
Parker from Bridgend in Wales.
Wait.
Bridgend in Wales.
I don't know any of
Dolphins?
these names.
Yeah. The only name I
Bengal?
recognize is John Cena, who is Fred's dad in the Fred movie.
Do you know John Cena has
the guy
done
from
more
Bumblebee.
acting?
He's done heaps of
And
acting
he's
roles.
done-
now.
He's become like the new Rock.
Yeah, it's actually interesting to see, like, because he hasn't.
And he is a good actor.
Yeah, he's not that bad.
He
What
he really wanted to play Gambit, right?
It's Gambit.
From
He wouldn't be a good Gambit.
X-Men.
No, he wouldn't be a good Gambit.
He's going to be in the new Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's gonna play John Cena.
It's like John Cena.
him
in
and
the
his
Suicide
him and his
Squad.
merch
Funny.
and just being Super Cena.
Hey,
What
if-
happens next in the episode?
Oh well, I just want to
More
quickly.
wrestling. I wanna
I
talk
have
about
a
more
question to four of us. If we were all fighting in
Each
like
other?
the ring,
Who would win?
yeah,
What?
If
That's
we fought each other, who would win?
yeah,
If
I
we
would
were-
win.
if
Harry
all
would
four
win.
of us
I
were
would
in a
win.
ring.
Harry
Oh,
would.
I
But what if
reckon
the three of
between-
us ganged up on you, Harry?
I would
I
win.
reckon it'd be between me and Harry.
What?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, do you reckon between me and you?
I don't know.
I would-
Oliver, you're quite strong as well.
No, I'm not strong.
No.
I'm not strong.
I think Oliver would be the
I've-
first to go.
yeah, Oliver would be
Really?
gone.
I have no strength. I have no upper body strength.
Oh,
Oliver
okay,
did
good.
5 push-ups and his arms hurt for 2
Yeah, I have
Although-
five.
Guys,
That's
look, my arms are getting
me
pretty
making it
big.
up, that's
He's not
true.
even exaggerating.
Although Harry, you're like a heavy, like
Yeah.
in terms of like you have the power behind you, but
Harry
what
just pushes me
what
around
if
at home.
we have. What if like we're
Fucking
like
bully you.
we're the Swifties, like we're the quick ones, the quick small ones.
I
No,
think
Harry
what
could just
no,
deck you
yeah, I
across
think
the
that
face.
Hollywood
Oh my
movies
God.
kind of glamorize the small and nimble people. Like one punch from a heavy
Yeah,
guy
and
will
you're
knock
out.
you the
One
fuck
Do
out.
you think Hollywood is sizist?
Yes,
Yeah, I agree with that.
Definitely not.
I will never get to play romantic league in my acting career, and it's fine.
Well, you can make your own theatre. And...
That's the plan.
Yeah, there you go. Yes, you can. You can help
Jason
change that.
Segel, like someone said, one of like it might have been Judd Apatow said, "You'll never be a leading man, so you have to make your own stuff."
Hey,
And
Forgetting
that's
Sarah
what he
Marshall's
did.
amazing.
That's
Yeah.
why he made Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Great movie.
Oh, I just want to mention in that montage in the episode, it's very clear that they only have like 3 fighting types in Kanto because it's all like Mac-chan
There's
and
8. We
Mac-choke.
count them. We counted them. There's 8.
Yes.
So you have Machop, Machoke, Machamp, Mankey Primeape. Then you have Poliwrath, and then you have Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan.
Does Poliwrath appear in this episode?
No, but it's a fighting type.
Oh, yeah.
No, it does for a second.
Does it?
Oh, it does
'Cause that's
briefly.
how-
Yes,
Oh,
it does
yeah.
briefly.
It does for a second.
But, like,
Poliwrath.
I think in the montage, the Mac-choke, the Machop family are the ones that are shown to be
Yeah.
losing.
Oh, yeah.
For
Yeah.
all
They
of
like
them.
they look like.
They are bodied.
There
if
is one
that's correct
in
phrase.
the montages when
They're built.
Poliwrath gets
Yeah.
decked.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
only 8 fighting types out of 151 in this generation.
Yeah, it's better than Ghost.
Well,
Only
it's like
three,
Ghost
only
is
3
three.
ghost types.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, which is what we talked about.
Psychic, how many
and
4,
Tower of
psych,
Terror,
5, 6,
uh,
7.
the
Psychic.
hardcore Dexters out there.
Wow. It's mainly must
The
still mainly be
anime-
water and
the
grass.
The
Water,
anime
yeah.
does like try to get the most out of their ghost types, so
Only 3 dragon.
Yeah.
Wow, my god.
Yeah.
yeah.
Gyarados was originally meant to be a dragon type, but then there was no good dragon moves for it. Oh, no, because there'll be no weaknesses for it or something. I don't know. It was meant to be a dragon type, and then
It was
they were
meant
like,
to be.
Nah, it's not going to be. Yeah.
But yeah, so Machop, it goes. We have Machop versus Primeape in the final battle.
Sorry, Hitmonlee.
Hitmonlee, sorry. And Primeape and Hitmonlee verse. And TR's secret weapon for this time is a 100,000 volt like electrical charge placed under the ring,
Yeah,
Some would
well,
say it's an electric
which-
shock showdown.
which like Pikachu happens to spot. He
Oh,
just
yeah.
kind of like walk. He's like,
Well, Pikachu sees Meowth come out from under the
Yeah.
ring, and he's like, "There's something up with it."
Yeah.
So
Pikachu
he goes back
tell
to Ash. He's
yeah.
like, "Pika, Pika." Ash is like, "Fuck off."
Ash just punts him to the side.
and
Get
then
out of
Team
here.
Rocket are like, now Hitmonlee, and Hitmonlee jumps up, and then nothing happens.
Very cool bit of animation.
Yeah, it looked really cool. Yeah.
Nothing happens, and then Primeape, just wrecks.
Well, Hitmonlee goes for like a diving kick. Mankey meets with a punch, and then we get this awesome, like
Yeah.
very graphically drawn.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
When I say graphically, I don't mean sexually.
Detail.
Like a graphically detailed drawn. I'm gonna
Thank
say
you.
graphically
Thank you for
detailed.
clarifying.
Oh, I'm gonna stop talking.
Okay.
So there was a graphically detailed drawing of that animation. It was
That's
really
why
cool.
I didn't drink.
There's a great shot of Primeape just decking Hitmonlee,
Yeah.
and it actually kind of matched. Going back to Rocky, in I believe it's Rocky 2 at the end of Rocky 2, where Apollo and Rocky have
Kissed.
like an unofficial fight, and the last shot is I'm in a freeze frame, and it was like the same art style as
yeah.
that.
Oh,
as well.
cool. Yeah, because this definitely is like got
Yeah.
heaps of references to like the Rocky
for
franchise.
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Primeape wins.
Primeape wins.
Yeah.
Whoop.
And then
Yeah, Ash.
it's pretty funny. Pikachu is holding
Yeah.
the
The
secret
electric-
weapon,
yeah.
and he gives it to Meowth,
Meowth,
and
and
Meowth's
Meowth's
like,
like,
"Oh,
"Oh,
thanks,
thanks,
buddy."
buddy."
Yeah.
And then they all get electrocuted.
And then like
They
blows
blast
up,
off again.
Do they blast off?
They
Yeah,
blast
they
off.
blast off.
And then
Primeape is awarded with the P1 Grand Prix belt.
Yep.
Yay.
And then
Yeah,
Primeape,
champ.
the dad asks to train Primeape properly, but he also promises to spend more time with his family.
Good man.
I'll take on another Pokemon.
Obviously,
but,
yeah.
Yeah, how are you gonna do
good
that?
point.
man?
And so it's funny because we were led to believe that Ash was going to catch a
Catching it,
Pokemon.
but
so-
instead he gives one up
Yeah, he gives away
after
yeah.
4 episodes.
Yeah, and like he doesn't even bring him out.
Yeah,
for any
not
of the
at all.
And
episodes.
Primeape looks so sad.
Yeah.
No, I
It's
thought he
more
looked like
I think he was like
Determined.
pleased. He was like, "Thanks, Ash."
Yeah, like he was
Yeah.
He had this like he had like water in his eyes.
because he
yeah.
was like going to say goodbye to his
Yeah.
friend. It's like when Butterfree left.
right.
Rest in
That
peace.
was hard.
Like, moment of
That was
silence,
hard.
Butterfree.
Yeah.
Moment of silence.
All right, cool now.
But it's like, you know, why would Ash give his Primeape to this guy who has like an obviously bad track record with like
Right?
Grant?
I think
like,
he also
Pokemon
thinks
battles.
that maybe Primeape will be happier in this
Yeah.
like gym
If
environment.
you're fighting.
Oh, I
Because
suppose.
also Ash is always like scared to use him properly.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
So he's like probably a bit overwhelmed, and you know he kind of wants to get rid of Primeape, and also you know he kind of doesn't want to have the guilt of releasing it into the wild, terrorizing more people in
Kind of goes against his whole thing though of like got to catch them all.
Well, he did
So then-
catch.
But he
Give
did
away-
catch him. He never says he has to own them all.
Right.
Yeah.
We made a fun point in
Yes.
when we watched the previous episode, like when Brock got the Vulpix. We were like, well, why didn't Ash get it? They're like, why can't they just trade and trade back? So,
Wouldn't
like, the
Ash be
Vulpix is
like,
in the
wouldn't
Pokédex,
Ash be like, hey,
right?
Brock,
Yeah.
can we trade and then trade back
Back?
so I can just get it in my Pokedex
Yeah.
and then trade it back?
Who knows?
That's how I completed
How
the
do we know that they
Pokedex, you know?
did do
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they did do that. You know.
Let's hope so.
Harry and I did so
Uh,
much trading
We did.
to complete our Pokedex.
But like, imagine if you were Primeape. You know, you were like a troubled individual, and you know you act out, and then you finally trust someone for the first
And they
time.
give you away.
and they give you away. You're just like
Breaks
punted
it.
But
around
in
like a
saying
foster
that, like,
child.
You can relate to like a youth teen that's gone under some hard times and they're kind of playing up and acting up out tough, but then they come across this awesome youth center which lets them vent their frustrations out.
But then it's like,
And they're like, oh cool, I can stay here and hang out here
but
instead of
then
being
it's
on the
like the
streets.
father figure
Yeah.
that you've become friends with. Is like, no, you live in that
Yeah,
youth
and then
center forever.
the youth center then like
Don't leave
transfers
this
you.
youth center, son.
I might come back, but probably.
But I think
I won't.
I think it's just like I think it's also like you know he like they like had a moment of understanding where Ash understands the kind of like
The world
Pokemon
Primeape wants.
that Primeape
Yeah.
wants, and he's like I can't give him.
Yeah, it is the
but
right
this
thing to do.
Yeah.
this man can.
It's just
Yeah.
really upsetting that we don't see Primeape. He catches Primeape.
What,
we
we
see
never
a
see him
flashback
again?
the next episode. We see this episode, and then Primeape's gone forever.
Yeah.
But he said he might see him.
He says that
They
a lot.
lie
It's not going to
so
happen.
much.
Don't fall for it.
Does it
Logan.
ever happen though, like at all in any of the instances?
No.
Really?
I want to
Like-
say. Well, actually,
There's one. We can't say. It's a big spoiler.
yeah.
Okay.
I just want to
Yeah.
say with Primeape, don't get your hopes up.
There's a few actually. There's a few, but there's one very particular when he's repeatedly goes back and sees.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say all of Ash's Pokemon do appear in one of the Japanese openings called Spurt. If you look it up, it's like all of the Pokemon he had up until that point in like Hoenn. They show up in like the opening, and it's really cool
Oh,
fan
that's fun.
service.
That's cute.
Ah.
That's
They all
cute.
like blast off, and you see all of his Pokemon. Yeah, it's like good piece of fan service. So.
Nice.
So I have a theory that the next episode
Oh.
Ash is going to catch a Pokemon.
Yeah, I'd like to
As
see
no-
that.
knowing-
What is the episode title?
The next
It's
episode is
Sparks.
called.
Sparks fly for Magnemite.
Yes, I have a theory that he's going to catch
Ah.
Magnemite.
Oh, you
I
think?
know the answer.
I also know the answer.
Yeah, of course you. Oliver, what do you think?
I hope so. It'd be cool.
What do you think he's going to catch? Like Magnemite's in the title. What do you think he's going to catch?
Or maybe I don't think he'd catch a Voltorb.
Maybe a Magneton.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to catch, but he already has an electric type.
True.
Doesn't stop him.
Electabuzz,
I don't know.
Voltorb,
He could.
Now,
a
I
Clank.
think
Someone
I would
else
know
could
if
catch
Ash
it.
had an Electabuzz at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Electabuzz would be cool.
I think
I
it
like
might just
hearing
be
your
like
theories.
a Magnemite or something. Is it going to be like a love story because it's like sparks flying?
Oh, maybe.
Not from,
Maybe.
not from what I can remember.
Well, spoilers.
Maybe.
Well, spoilers.
Yeah,
for the
come on.
character.
Ruined it.
From what I can remember.
I'm refusing to watch.
There's I think there is like a
Twilight.
sense of romantic
Between Psyduck.
there's some
Psyduck and
There's
Magnemite.
So
One
yeah,
bit of
Psyduck like falls in love with an electric type, and it just like keeps trying to kill him.
Keeps getting
There's-
shocked.
Like
There's,
they
like-
should crossbreed Pokemon.
What,
Psyduck
Venus
And a
crossbred.
Magnemite.
A whale and a skitty can have an egg. So,
Yeah.
you know.
And Ditto can become anything.
Did you remember
Do you think? Oh, sorry.
did you remember when they did
Oh,
like those
worries.
my
crossover? There was like that meme of that website where you can like.
Yeah, you can cross.
Yeah, we
Pokemon.
Yeah.
talked about that in
Yeah.
the Ghost of Maidens Peak episode.
Oh, okay.
Did we?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Oh
Venus
yeah, with
toys.
Venus toys.
Venus
That's right,
toys.
Do you think Ditto can turn into humans?
Yes.
Yes.
They
According
can
to
in the
Humans
Detective Pikachu movie.
can-
although it's never shown in the game to
Do you think
that.
humans catch Dittos and do
Oh
nasty
my
things?
God.
Well, they'd have to make it change into something then. You
Yeah.
can't force a Ditto to change
But
into
like,
whatever
if they
you
ask the
want.
Ditto, what if they ask the Ditto to change? And what if
Well,
the
I
Ditto
think if
wants
the
it?
Ditto if the Ditto wants it, then
What if
yes.
the Ditto
But the Ditto
wants
would
it?
know, like, okay, I'm this very attractive male. Oh boy, this person's approaching me quite sexually. I don't want this. I will
No, but what
transform
if,
into
like,
a
the Ditto wants
Moltres.
What
it?
if
The
like
Ditto
the
wants-
trainer and the Ditto
Grooms the
form- No, the
Oh
Ditto
my
and the
God.
trainer form a close bond. You could write this as a fanfic.
Oh my gosh.
The Ditto and the trainer form a
Gary and
close, like,
SpongeBob all over
close, like, loving bond.
Yeah.
And then the Ditto is like, I want to show my trainer
Oh,
How much I care
no!
about
how much
him.
I care about them and love them.
No,
So
I
the
feel
Ditto
like
becomes
that's.
like a sexy like human form.
I think if it was a wild Ditto, that would be more okay than if it was a trainer's Pokemon because
No,
there's
but
a
they had,
power
like,
imbalance.
but they had formed like a
The
Pikachu
Ditto's
Ash.
consenting. The Ditto
Like
wants.
they consented. Like the Ditto consented to this action.
But then, like,
You're
'cause,
gonna
like,
deny that Ditto, Dennis?
if the trainer's like, if it's a trainer's
Ditto
Pokemon,
is
there's like
literally
there's
giving
an
consent.
inbuilt
There
power
has
balance.
to be
It's not a
some
good
sort of
idea.
movie out there.
Movie.
There's
I
gotta
mean,
be
it's in
some
Detective
sort of movie.
Pikachu, right?
No, I mean other movies.
Needs
Oh
more
my
Mario.
gosh.
I think you know what I think that has had to have happened in the Pokemon can. I'm saying it's
Oh.
canon.
In the canon.
It's canon.
How else do they make humanoid Pokemon, huh?
On that
Oh
note,
my god.
let's move on to
Final
our
thoughts.
final
Thoughts.
thoughts. Thankfully,
I'll give mine. I really liked this episode. It was cool, kind of like highlighting the fighting type because it is for me like a forgotten type. I don't really think about it much.
Unsung Heroes, a fighting type Pokemon.
Unsung Heroes is Poliwrath.
Yeah.
This week. We only saw it in that little like montage bit. It
Got
might have
treated
even
like
just been
shit.
an image of like Hitmonchan like
Yeah.
punching it. But Poliwrath is a really cool Pokemon. I remember when I was little,
I'm a Poliwag.
I really liked
Politoed.
Poliwhirl and
I thought that was
Poliwag.
super cute.
And I thought it was really cool how it can be water, it can be a water type Poliwag, and involved in another water type Poliwhirl. And then I thought it was so cool that it can gain a type in its third evolution. And since then, I've always loved when they do that. When they add like a type you wouldn't expect.
I'm a big fan
think
of
that's really
Politoed.
Yeah,
I
Politoed's
really
nice.
like
I like
Politoed, the little cutie.
Polytoad.
So that's
Politoed,
unsung here the week. Keep your head held up high, champ.
Yeah, champ.
Keep your head up.
Poliwrath.
You're a Met champ, if you will.
Close, buddy.
Hey, Dennis.
My unsung hero for this
Well, hey,
episode
it's
Oh,
all
your
my
final
whole
thoughts,
game.
Dennis.
is a Metchup's tail.
You're welcome.
That's
Keep your head held up high.
That's
Keep your
final
tail up
thought.
high, huh?
Keep wagging on, soldier. So my idea for the episode is I was just like, oh, dad's such a loser. The primates, like, we didn't get much of primates, so I can't even be like, oh. I remember watching it as a kid and be like, oh, I'm sad that primate's gone. But now I'm like, well, I don't know. Bye, Felicia. And it's like maybe toxic masculinity. I have that in my notes. I don't know
Whoa.
what it's related to.
You just wrote
Just
toxic.
all combat sports is toxic
Yeah, it might-
masculinity. I
well,
will
it's just-
fight you on that.
I think it was just because it was just like the father's not willing to like
But he is willing
It's a
in
joke.
the end.
You get it?
yeah in the end,
joke.
but like he's like
Yeah.
he's
You're
like
the only one who
missed
did.
the years of his
Thank you.
daughter's
That's a good joke.
life.
Thank you.
you
But
know?
I don't think. No, I think he's only been
Very
gone
true.
for like I don't think he's been gone
That's
for
pretty boss,
years.
babe.
I think he's only been gone for like a year, or like 6 months.
The freaking
Yeah.
boss
Oh, yeah.
baby.
I think it's not implied that he has never been around. It's implied. I think it's implied that he's only like kind of
He's
just.
just been
gone.
out training all day. Like,
Yeah.
Dad, you missed dinner. You need
And
to come
then-
home.
Yeah, I think that's what it's implied.
Yeah.
I felt like he's been gone for years.
No.
No, because like
I didn't
otherwise, how
feel
would
that.
the daughter know where he was at that exact
Well,
time?
probably because he's close to the gym.
She's
right?
been trying to track him down. He just keeps running
No,
away.
I think
no.
I think they always know where he is, and he comes home. But it's like
Gary,
it's like
come
when you got
home.
like parents who like work all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's-
all.
And they're like,
it's like
I just wish you could be home more often.
Yeah, it's
it's like
Hey,
if the
Mom.
dad was like really into D&D and just like, I never see you again.
Why would it be Dean?
I don't know. I'm trying to
D&D
think of
takes
something.
hours. You know, if you're
Yeah,
not
it's
hosting at your
time-intensive.
house.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's like in the other room hearing you like roll 20.
Is this your final thought?
I like D&D.
Yeah. Yeah.
We might play D&D in the future.
Yeah, Oliver, how's far along?
That's
is
the
your
one shot
Pokemon?
coming, huh?
Oh, it's not a
Yeah.
one shot.
No,
Oh.
how far along is your Pokemon? Mark?
Pretty far. It's not super far, but I've got it pretty fleshed out the whole overarching plot. I'm writing a Pokemon D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, my other unsung hero for the episode
Okay, this is where I don't like
Is,
See, it's
this.
like when you try to use 20 questions.
Jesse
You know, now you know how
But I
it
never
feels.
actually have done it
Yeah,
though.
but now you know how it feels.
is Jesse for
I'm
dreaming
sorry.
big.
Thank you.
You get that
Yeah,
coin.
yeah, Jesse, you get them
Get
concubines.
that toast.
I feel like mine are more entertaining.
Logan, what's your final thoughts, buddy?
Um
both this episode
Is he
and
relic?
last episode, because I'm only
Nice.
even the episode.
Good fun for
What was the episode before that one?
the fashion.
Fashion.
No, this before the fashion one. The
It's
side
still
one.
it on
hypnose
City.
nap time.
Hypnose.
How creepy.
Actually, though, that was a really good episode. These two, the last two though, have not been that good.
Oh, get him.
Like,
Get him, Logan. Hot
just-
take.
I just felt like they're just you just kind of watch them at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Hypno's nap time was like refreshing because it was like
It was so different.
a bit like we had that like
A bit like pedophilia.
It's a
yeah
bit like.
no but like,
It's
you
so
know,
refreshing.
Well,
like
Hypno-
you
with
a little
Hypno.
bit Jimmy Savile.
yeah, there was like all
little
of
bit
that
Jeremy
like, stuff
Epstein.
that was like you could read into it a bit
Jeffrey.
more. Whereas these were just kind of like this one,
Jeffrey
especially
Epstein.
this one. It was just like
Didn't kill himself.
It was just a rocky.
yeah, it was just like a fighting thing.
I feel like they
it went-
gave.
Yeah,
I was like, did they give Ash a primate just so they could do this episode?
yeah, that's what it
Oh,
feels
probably.
like. And
Yeah.
it feels like they just like also maybe made this episode to get rid of Primate because like they
Yeah.
had no idea
We
what
talked
to
about
do with
that.
him.
We
Yeah.
talked about that when Ash released Butterfree. Like this final slot is pretty much him rotating Pokemon. Like don't be invested in your Pokemon that come in because they'll go
Because,
out quite quickly.
Like
Oh.
yeah, like you get like they build up the expectation with Bye Bye Butterfree
Yeah.
of like this beautiful goodbye and like relationship,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
but you don't get like we didn't
Now
get
it's like,
that
see
with
ya.
Primate.
They
Yeah, it's
tried
just
it.
like, it's just like
They
see
tried
ya.
a
Tried
little
it, but they
bit.
rushed it. Like
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
10 minutes of the episode.
Well, like if we had like gotten an established relationship that Ash had like interacted with Primate outside of the episode where he caught it, I feel like
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It would have like done something.
But yeah,
Yeah, I'd say that's fair.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I like it because I like my combat sports though, so that's probably why I
I
like
Damn
laughed
toxic,
because I was like,
man.
this is just like that's Sylvester Stallone.
it.
Like,
Yeah, it was cool to see some sort of like fighting outside of the typical Pokemon battles.
yeah, that was kind of cool.
Yeah. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, but yeah, like the whole like trying to make Primate this big send off was kind of stupid. When I was watching this when I was young, I didn't realize it was like such a quick turnaround with
Hot
Primate.
take.
Yeah, real shame, but I like my wrestling, I like my boxing, I like my UFC, so
You tell him.
it was pretty funky fresh.
I like my
Uh,
John Cena.
My unsung hero for this week is Oliver George Knott. Keep your head up high, champ.
Thank you.
That's 2 weeks in a row.
Thank you.
It's 2 weeks in a row.
it is 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, don't let us down tomorrow.
Wait, what's 2 weeks in a row?
Tomorrow, next week.
Next week.
Did
You
you
got an unsung hero.
Was I at last week?
Yeah,
Yeah.
last episode for winning the
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
what the game, you
Yeah.
dingus.
So if
Hey.
you're wanting to find us, we are obviously subscribe to us, leave us a review if you can on the podcast platform of choice, and subscribe to us on YouTube. We're on YouTube at the Experience. You might
Yeah.
have to do a bit of searching. It might say, "Did you mean the Experience?" No.
No, you didn't.
You
No, you
said-
didn't. You know what you
didn't.
meant.
You know
didn't.
what we meant.
Um,
You met
And follow
Matt
us on
Snuffle,
Instagram.
Door opening compilation.
Uh,
You know, if like if your grandma if she's having some tech difficulties and you need to go over to her house to like help out with her tech difficulties, just
also, make sure you subscribe.
go onto
to-
their YouTube and just make sure to subscribe.
yeah, we're not that desperate for followers.
You got like a
Yeah.
younger cousin. He's playing Fortnite like on his like iPad.
There's some background noise to
go
your
in,
kid.
go on to his YouTube and make subscribe.
If you have
He
any,
sucks
if
at
you have
Fortnite,
any
though.
friends that are into Pokemon or any like nerdy things,
If you see somebody with a Pokemon shirt out walking about in the street, shout at
just
them.
shout out
Dexperience!
Experience.
Also,
Listen
actually,
to it.
If you guys are listening and you have like an anime, like even if it's one that we don't even know, but
Yeah.
you really want us to do like a specific episode of it,
Yeah, we'll do it.
we do it. I think
Yeah.
we do it.
I want us in the future.
You really need to put some caveats on that, because then we might get like some weird hentai or something.
Okay,
Well,
well,
then we'll
obviously,
say
if
no.
it's,
We
like,
wouldn't do it. Then.
appropriate, like
You can. If people
I-
want to ask us,
if
to
it's
do
like a
hentai, they're allowed
random
to
like
ask.
if it's
Oh
like
my
a
God.
random like
Sorry.
One Piece episode, we'll do it.
Yes, Harry.
I personally, as Harry, would like to watch the Mass Effect Paragon Lost movie.
Get out of here. Watch this.
I was like the Mass Effect porn parody.
Probably.
Me and Dennis was talking about doing a anime episode that's more kind of like targeted towards like young girls.
Oh yeah,
Oh yes.
yeah,
Sounds
like
like a-
Sailor Moon, My Little Pony.
Yeah.
It's not anime.
Oh, it doesn't have
Animation.
My Little Pony is an anime.
But yeah, just
actually,
to like,
Sailor Moon is.
Yeah,
but yeah,
Sailor Moon.
just to like, get,
Powerpuff
like,
Girls.
like yeah, we could have like April come in.
We
as a
could watch
guest
the
again.
Princess and the
It
Pauper.
was a girl.
Barbie, the
No,
Princess
you know,
and
like,
the
'cause, like,
Pauper.
Right.
get like another thing.
That's news.
But yeah, I also email us at the dexperiencepodcast@gmail.com.
And
That
if you
is
gotta-
the
The
dexperiencepodcast@gmail.com.
And if you got a Twitch account, give old Dennis.
All
over
right,
here a
I'm
nice
on
shout out and a
Twitch.
follow.
Denunda,
Denunda.
D-N-U-N-D-A. It's pronounced Dinanda.
Because
Dinanda.
Dennis is from Australia.
For some
Aussie.
reason.
I know.
So thank
Criminals.
you for listening to this. Join us next time for Sparks Fly for Magnemite.
Sparks fly for
Yeah.
the Magnum.
If you're listening during the
The
day,
magnets.
have a good rest day. If you're listening in the evening, have a good night.
Thanks
Good
for
night,
watching.
Dexters.
Give life
Bye,
that
Dexters.
uppercut.
You're riding the kisser.
Bye.
Just gonna wink.
Dexters.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometimes too.
Experience.
Digimon.
Dexperience. If you're watching during the day, have a good day.
Experience.
Have a good night.
Dexperience.
Live your dreams.
Dexperience.